Deborra-Lee Furness and Hugh Jackman, a love story that evolved over decades. In Hollywood, long-lasting relationships often feel like rare gems. One such partnership that captured the admiration of fans around the world was that of Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness. Their bond, which spanned nearly 30 years, became an example of mutual respect, collaboration, and enduring commitment. But as with many relationships, theirs evolved with time. After years of sharing life in the spotlight, the couple recently reached a new chapter, one that has them walking individual paths, yet doing so with grace, empathy, and reflection. Deborra-Lee Furness officially filed for divorce from Hugh Jackman in May 2025, nearly 2 years after the pair publicly revealed their separation. After first meeting in 1995 and tying the knot the following year, Jackman and Furness spent over 27 years as partners in life. In September 2023, they released a joint statement to People, announcing their decision to part ways, stating that they were shifting their journey to prioritize personal growth while maintaining a foundation of love and mutual respect. The heartfelt message emphasized the meaningful years they shared as a married couple, expressing gratitude for the life they built and a deep commitment to their family. They made it clear that their family remained their highest priority as they moved forward with compassion and understanding. Then on May 27, 2025, Furness officially initiated divorce proceedings. The filing came shortly after Jackman was reported to be romantically linked with his The Music Man co-star Sutton Foster, a connection that began circulating in January of that year. In a candid statement shared with the Daily Mail, Furness spoke about the emotional toll of the breakup, calling it a wound that cuts deep. The couple's divorce was finalized a month later, in June 2025, with reports confirming that the proceedings were uncontested and awaiting only judicial approval. For those unfamiliar with Furness, she is far more than just Jackman's former spouse. Born in Sydney and raised in Melbourne, Australia, she initially followed her mother's advice and took a secretarial course as a fallback plan. However, she quickly realized that office work was not for her and transitioned into media, landing a job as an assistant to a news director at a local station. Furness described her time in journalism as formative, citing the engaging nature of current affairs and the opportunity to connect with people through their stories. This experience sparked her interest in storytelling and eventually led her to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York, where she studied acting from 1980 to 1982. Her acting career grew steadily, with credits in notable productions like Newsies 1992, Shame 1998, and Jindabyne 2006. In addition to her on-screen roles, Furness built a respectable resume behind the scenes, producing several television series in Australia. Beyond entertainment, Furness is widely recognized for her philanthropic work. In 2015, she was honored as NSW's Australian of the Year for her advocacy in child welfare and adoption reform. She established National Adoption Awareness Week in 2008, created the nonprofit Adopt Change in 2014, and also served as an ambassador for World Vision. Her charitable work has earned global recognition. In March 2017, she was celebrated by the United Nations Women for Peace Association. Furness later shared that her passion for service was deeply rooted in her mother's influence. Her mom had received recognition from the Australian government for charitable contributions shortly before passing, a loss that profoundly impacted Furness. In 2022, she was made an Officer of the Order of Australia, one of the country's highest honors, for her extensive contributions to the community. Furness and Jackman first met on the set of the Australian drama Corelli, where they played co-stars. It was Jackman's first job after graduating from drama school, while Furness was already a well-established actress. He recalled being instantly taken by her confidence and warmth, noting a memorable first encounter during a car ride to set. Initially, the two became close friends, but Jackman eventually realized his feelings ran deeper. Although he admitted to initially resisting those emotions due to professional concerns, he eventually confessed, and to his surprise, Furness felt the same. By April 1996, just 4 months after their romantic relationship began, Jackman proposed. During a podcast interview in 2018, Jackman revealed he had always been sure about marrying her, even when she considered ending the relationship early on. Furness admitted her hesitation stemmed from a New Year's resolution not to date younger actors, a rule Jackman inadvertently broke. At the time of their wedding, Jackman was 27 and Furness was 40. Together, they adopted 2 children, their son Oscar in 2000 and their daughter Ava in 2005. Their decision to adopt followed personal struggles with miscarriage and IVF. Jackman previously shared that the couple had always been open to adoption and felt called to adopt mixed-race children, as that was where the need was greatest. In interviews, Furness emphasized their commitment to embracing their children's cultural identities. For instance, since Ava has Mexican heritage, the family made a point to connect with that background through travel and tradition. In May 2025, Furness formally filed for divorce. In her public remarks, she referenced feelings of betrayal and acknowledged the emotional depth of the separation. She expressed empathy for others experiencing similar hardships and spoke of her belief in a higher power guiding her through the healing process. She also shared that the end of the marriage offered valuable personal insights. Through the experience, she gained wisdom and came to view relationships as mirrors for self-discovery. Her message was ultimately one of acceptance and gratitude, as she acknowledged the lessons learned throughout their time together. The filing process, described as uncontested, proceeded smoothly, and the divorce was finalized in June 2025. In the months following the separation, Furness has focused on self-reflection and growth. While the end of her nearly 3-decade-long marriage was undoubtedly painful, her resilience and perspective have served as a reminder of the strength found in vulnerability. Her ability to articulate pain, seek meaning, and remain grateful in the face of loss has resonated with many who followed her story. As Furness continues her journey, both professionally and personally, she remains an inspiring figure, not just for her career and charitable efforts, but for the grace and honesty with which she has navigated profound personal change. Her story is one of evolution, empowerment, and ultimately, healing. Reading through Deborra-Lee Furness' story, one can't help but feel a deep sense of admiration for her strength, not just in how she built her own career and championed causes she believes in, but also in how she's handled heartbreak with honesty and grace. It's easy to reduce public figures to headlines, especially during moments of personal turmoil. But Furness reminds us that behind every celebrity is a human being navigating life's most difficult chapters. Her ability to speak openly about betrayal, loss, and personal growth, while maintaining compassion and gratitude, is both powerful and grounding. It takes courage to acknowledge pain and still extend kindness, not just to others, but to oneself. That's what makes her story resonate so strongly. It's not just about the end of a marriage, but about a woman choosing to learn, grow, and move forward with dignity. And in a world where public image often overshadows personal truth, her vulnerability is a rare and inspiring thing.